Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A quick pass to the left. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up
We're
on
good,
competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line.
Yeah, I know you still on there. How was it going for you?
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, he makes the catch. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Burns. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a third and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package. Get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He's got him. Still running at the 40. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallow.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll take the deep shot. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Slings it downfield. Big fella moving. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, it wasn't a great start.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him, shoot. Let's go to him a 3rd time.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little time. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. Quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Bringing the heat. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back in the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, North Carolina! And that one will give them the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Burns. Dances away. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. First down and more. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. Puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I'm
looking for the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Burns. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Lining off the defender. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Back to throw, it's Burns. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Rushes on him. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings. Hang, breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit and affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. It's blocked. Now they've got to get on it. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking downfield, it's Burns. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They booted away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
They feed him again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Stands in and takes the hit. Got it. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Dropping back, it's Burns. Here comes the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the point after is good. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So pleased to send the offense back out. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Burns. It's complete to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Powers through the defender. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot every time he has looked his way. Good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride.